I think one of the things that makes Embark really exciting is that we're taking a fairly different tack to getting this technology into commercialization. And I call it sort of the iPod approach versus the iPhone approach, where if you look at technologies that exist today, it's very common for you to look at it and be like, oh, this technology is super complicated. It does everything, and assume that that's how technologies get developed. But if you spend the time and you look at how technologies actually got developed, it's almost always the case that they started off by finding a very specific, like very well-defined subset of the problem and doing a great job of that, achieving commercial scale in that area, and then using all the capabilities that were developed to do that to get better, right? And the quintessential example of that, I think, is Apple with the iPod, right? The iPod is a great music player, and that's it. And then eventually they were able to give it, more capabilities. They figured out, how do we do a good touch screen, right? How do we do a good app store? And then it became the iPhone as you know it today over time. How do we give it a good camera? But it didn't start there. And so I think what Embark is trying to do is the same thing, right? Is saying self-driving is this incredibly interesting problem. Even robotics is this incredibly interesting problem that I'm excited to work on fun robotics projects for the rest of my career. But you have to start somewhere. And the way to start somewhere is really to find that one thing that the system can be really, really good at today, and get that into hands of people whose lives it can actually improve.